Hi Flosstube, my name is Laura and welcome to my channel, Loves Rubber Stamps and Needlecrafts. Today is Saturday, July 30th, and I'm here for Flosstube video number 25. And it has been a couple of months since my last video, and honestly it's just because I really haven't stitched very much, so I didn't have any progress to show or really any whips or anything. So but I have worked on a couple now, and my sister, my mom, and myself all got to attend the spring Farm Girl Gatherings cross stitch retreat. So I'm going to share my things that I received and the things that we did for the retreat. That's mostly what this video will be about. So we will go ahead and get started. First, a brief life update. There really isn't much to share as far as things go. We've been really short at my work, so I've been working a lot of extra hours, and I was supposed to be on vacation during most of July. In fact, my vacation would have started 4th of July, and I was supposed to be gone from work until the 25th. The 24th would have been my last day of vacation, but because we're so short-staffed, I decided to go ahead and give up my vacation and just work, because there was another lady off on vacation as well, which we would have been too short to have two of us gone at the same time. We didn't have any plans to go anywhere because my husband usually can't get off work the same time that I can in the summertime, due to people that have more seniority than him choosing vacation pretty much all summer long. So we didn't have plans to go anywhere, so I thought I would just alleviate some of the stress for the team and just work. So that's what I've been doing with my summer, is working. So that's pretty much it. My husband races a few times. He had to have knee surgery to fix a torn meniscus, so he was off for that. And actually he had his surgery on a Tuesday, and then when he raced on Saturday, he ended up rolling his race car. It was a pretty soft roll as far as rolls go, but he kind of got hit by another car that popped him up on his side, and then he just kind of tipped over onto the roof. So he didn't get hurt. His knee was fine, but it just figures that the week he has surgery, he rolls his race car, because that's what he does, you know. Men for you. So that's pretty much it. Just work and hanging around the house, and going to a couple of retreats. So actually this last weekend I went to another one of Farm Girl's, one of her Farm Girl, Michelle Farm Girl, her wool applique retreat. That was a lot of fun. I've never done wool applique, so I wanted to take the class and learn how to do it, because it was an actual class where we learned. So I'll make a separate video on that, so this one doesn't get too long. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and dive in with my cross stitching. So I've only actually worked on 4 projects since my last video. 3 of them are whips, and then one of them was the small that I stitched for the cross stitch retreat. So that was a start and a finish. So first, my whips. So the one that I've worked the most on is my Dog Double Shelf by Randall Spangler. This is a Heaven and Earth design, and that's what it will look like finished. And I will insert a picture of where I was at the last time you saw it here. Here is where I'm at currently. So I've really just been trying to focus mainly on finishing this page here. So that will give me 3 full pages down. So the end of the page is kind of right at the bottom of this orange, third orange stripe here. Oh, that's a thread I have hanging. So just the bottom of this, and it kind of goes to about right here. So I don't have a lot left to finish this page. So I thought I'd try to get this page finished. What I've been doing is picking a thread, doing it, and then finishing my thread if there's more stitches somewhere over here. And then picking another color and doing the same thing. So then after I get this page finished, then I'll concentrate probably on here and move down and then kind of work my way across that way. But this is the one I'm stitching for my mom. It is being stitched on a 28 count white Lugana, 1/1 full crosses. See if I can give you a closer up view. I love that you can see the detail in the books, like the spine art. It's really pretty. So that's where I'm at on that one. Then the next one that I've been working on is it's called Kitten Christmas 2, and it's a stocking by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this one is the one I'm stitching for my son, Austin. So I will insert a picture here of what it will look like finished. And then I will insert a picture of where I was at the last time you saw it here. This is on a scroll rod, so not horribly more, but I've added about probably 600 stitches or so to this one. Just working on page number 1 there. So there's about 3 different colors, but you can't really see it because they're pretty close. You can see it more in person, but this one I'm stitching on 20 count white Aida, 2/1 full crosses. So that's where I'm at on that one. And then my last whip that I'm worked on was my Dark Queen of the Sea, Mystery Sal. And I finally finished part number 5. So I'm really far behind because it's completely over. And they're actually getting ready to come out with a new one, a new Dark Queen Sal. I believe it starts in September. It's going to be Dark Queen of the Earth, I believe. So that one looks really cool too, but I need to get my Dark Queen of the Sea finished before I start that one. So I'll show you a picture of where I was at the last time you've seen it here. And here is where I'm at now. So part number 5 was all of the coral and all of the seaweed that comes up. So some of these parts in her have a lot of stitching to get through. So this is what mine looks like so far. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count Belfast linen, and it's in the colorway, it's an opal, but you can see the sparkle, and it's Into the Mystic by Color Cascade Fabrics. So I really love how she looks so far, kind of coming close. So now the next part, I believe, is part 6, and it's the magic swirl that goes around her. So Need to keep working along on that one. And those are the 3 whips outside of the little small that I did for the cross stitch retreat. So not a whole lot, but I feel like the ones that I did work on, I got some pretty decent progress. Hopefully I'll get to start stitching a little bit more often. So actually I lied there. I have one more whip. I forgot this is the one I was working on at work. Didn't get to work a whole lot at work, but I did do a little bit. So this one is where's my cover photo? There it is. So I did work a little bit on Little House Needleworks Milady's Strawberries. And starting tomorrow when I go back to work, I'm going to be training. So for the next, let's see, from tomorrow until, I'm pretty much going to be training someone all the time from tomorrow through October 14th. So while I'm training at work, I can't stitch at all at work when I'm training. So I won't be able to work on my work whip for a long time, so I'll just have to try to work them into rotation somehow here at home, or work on some here at home. But I'll insert a picture where I was at last time you saw it here. And here's where I got. So not very much further. So basically before all I had done was just the little wavy line and the 2 boxes. So I've added a few of the little flowers, started a strawberry, and started working a little bit on the border. So this is on I believe it's a 36 count Wren by Picture This Plus. And I'm using a mixture of some of the called for fabrics and a couple that I've chosen myself from my stash. So those are the whips I've worked on, and then I had a finish for the retreat. So now we will, before I talk about the cross stitch retreat, I did have a giveaway from my last video, so we need to announce the winner for that. So in my last video, I had mentioned that I bought an extra set of these counting pins, Sunflowers for Ukraine. They're really, really pretty. Little sunflowers on the beads. And so I went ahead and did a video picking the winner using the YouTube random comment picker. There were 3 people that entered the drawing. So I will go ahead and insert that video here. Okay, it is time to do the drawing for the sunflower counting pins. And I put last video's URL in here, and there were 3 commenters that were interested in getting the pins to be in the drawing. So shows the comments there. Now we're going to pick the winner. So Deborah Watkins is the winner, and you can see her comment there. She did include the word sunflower. So congratulations to Deborah Watkins. If you want to send me your mailing address through my email, which is lovesrubberstamps@yahoo.com, or you can send me a message through Instagram. I'll put my contact information in my text box for the video. Congratulations, Deborah. And as you saw, the winner was Deborah Watkins. So congratulations again, Deborah. I will put my email address in the text box below, and you can either send me an email with your mailing address, or you can send me a message on Instagram. My name is Loves Rubber Stamps, all one word, and then an underscore Needlecrafts, all one word. So I will also put that, my Instagram name, in the box below. So either way you want to contact me is fine. And as soon as I get your mailing address, I will get these shipped out to you. So congratulations. Okay. So now we'll talk about the cross stitch retreat for the spring from Farm Girl. It's the Farm Girl Gatherings, Michelle. She always does amazing retreats. We try to go to every single one that she does because they're so much fun, and she always does an amazing job putting them on. You can really tell how much work she puts into her retreats based on how smooth it goes. We've never had any issues really since we've been going, and I think we've been to not 9 or 10 of her retreats, I think, by this point. But we love them. They're always so much fun. So this time the spring retreat was held in Amana, Iowa, and this time was my sister Lindsay actually got to go. It was her first retreat, so that was a lot of fun. So if you ever have the opportunity to go to one of Michelle's retreats, I highly recommend going. They're a lot of fun, like I mentioned, and the best way to get on her list to be notified when there's openings for the retreat is to become a member of her Patreon, because whenever there's spots that open up, she'll open it up to her Patreon members first, and then after they've had a chance to choose spots, if she still has openings, then she opens it up on her Instagram and other social media sites. So her Patreon is Farm Girl Makes Stuff. So like I said, I would highly recommend being a member of her Patreon if you're looking to go to one of her retreats in the future. So for this retreat, the designer, the featured designer was Theresa Coghitt, and I love Teresa's artwork. She's amazing. I'm a member. I just joined her Patreon too. She does a lot for her Patreon, where you get exclusive patterns and things like that, depending on which level that you join under. So kind of behind the scenes stuff and lots of cool things. So her artwork is amazing, and I especially love her Halloween and snowmen, her Halloween stuff and her snowmen. Those are some of my favorites. So for the retreat, we did get a exclusive kit from Teresa. This is the box that it came in, and it's kind of what the sampler looks like too. So I will show you what the kit looks like here. So inside, it's packaged like that. And then this is what it had. So inside here we had a thread keep here. And then on the back it shows, this is Farm Girl Gathering. We got one of her cards. It's really nice. It's really thick and laminated. We got a needle minder that matches our sampler. We got the thread and fabric to stitch our piece. A really nice pin. And then here is the kit that, or the pattern for the kit. So it's called With Thy Hands. And then this was another, a needle book, I believe. It was a needle book that you could do that matches, that goes with it. And then we also got another pattern that was exclusive to the kit. It was Hearts to Love, which is a smaller one. So beautiful kit, lovely projects. And I'll insert some pictures here of the actual models from that she brought to show the kit that we received all done up. Okay, and then we do 2 different exchanges usually at the Farm Girl retreats. We do a Stitchy gift exchange, and we also do a smalls exchange, and they're totally optional if you want to participate or not, but we always try to do it because it's so much fun. So first I will do the smalls exchange. So if you choose to do that, sometimes you have a theme that you're given, and then you pick a little small project. Typically the small is 6 by 6 finished or less. You stitch the small, and then it's like a white elephant type exchange. So all the gifts get put, you wrap it up. We get tickets, and when your ticket's drawn, some tickets have an S on the back, which means you have a mandatory steal. So you would have to go and steal a gift that somebody's already opened. If you don't have the S, you still have the option to go and steal something, or you can go choose a gift off the table and open it. So the fun thing is, no matter what you end up with, I mean, all the projects are amazing. So you're always going to end up with something beautiful in the end. So it's just a lot of fun. Michelle did a twist this time of some people really don't like to steal, and so when they got an S on their ticket, they were kind of upset that they were forced to steal. So this time Michelle gave us an option that if you got an S on your ticket and you chose not to steal, you could get out of your steal if you did a shot of Fireball. So that was hilarious. And my sister Lindsay loves Fireball. So with her being her first retreat, she designated herself as the designated drinker. So if somebody got the S and then they chose not to steal, they wanted to do a shot but didn't want to do it themselves, Lindsay volunteered herself to take a shot for the team. So she ended up getting, like, I think she did like 5 or 6 shots of Fireball because people kept choosing to let her do the shot for them. So she had a lot of fun, and it was kind of hilarious. So for our exchange, we each, my mom, my sister, and I all participated. So I'll insert pictures of the little smalls that we did for the exchanges. So first up, I will share the one that I stitched. So the smalls exchange for this retreat, you had to stitch something from Theresa Coghitt, just as a surprise to her for being the designer. It was a lot of fun. So the one that I chose to do is I just stitched a little piece of one of the motifs from the Land That I Love book, and I don't know where I put my book in here, so I can't share what the book looks like, but it's from her Land That I Love sampler, and I just stitched one of the motifs on there and finished it on a distressed paddle. So I will insert a picture of my finish here. And that one I stitched on a 36 count vintage country mocha. I believe it was linen. And then my sister Lindsay, she went ahead and stitched, it was a PDF chart that you can get from Theresa Coghitt's Etsy store, and it's called Titmouse. And I finished it on as a mounted, like a flat, and then we magneted it. I can't say magneted. Is that even a word? Magneted. Anyway, I put magnets on the back of it, and then I stuck it to like it was like a metal vase type thing that I got at Hobby Lobby that I figured the person could put flowers or something in it. So here is a picture of Lindsay's finish here. And last but not least, my mom stitched it was called Bunny and Bee from Theresa Coghitt, and she changed the color of her bunny. It's charted to be a white bunny, but she changed it to a little brown bunny using some fancy floss that she had in her stash. And then she had bought one of those rope baskets from Hobby Lobby, and I finished it for her on the basket, and I think it turned out super, super cute. It was a really adorable idea to finish it on the basket that Mom had. So here's a picture of Mom's small here. And I will share with you the gift that I received in my smalls exchange. So mine was stitched, I got this really pretty card. My gift was, I'm not gonna, I guess her Instagram, so she does share her full name on Instagram. So her Instagram is Margaret Hay. So it's at Margaret, M-A-R-G-A-R-E-T, and then an underscore Hay, H-A-Y, and then I believe it has another underscore. So that's her Instagram. Beautiful stitched gift. I really loved it. Before I show you that, I will, let me just show it. So she says that she stitched a small part of one of Teresa's so when you're a member of Teresa's Patreon, like I mentioned, she does patterns for her Patreon members every month. And Margaret used a snippet from one of the charts that she had gotten as a Patreon member, and she stitched it. And I absolutely love how she finished this. This is really cool. So she found this basket, and here is the small. So it's this really pretty bird with a cherry, which is awesome because I love birds. And it's got these really pretty, I mean, it almost looks like the same kind of berries and flowers too. That's really cool. So she put it in this little basket, and it does come with a little hanging twine, or she also enclosed an easel. So if I didn't want to hang it, it actually can sit on a shelf on this easel instead. You can just kind of tuck that back, and so I thought that was really cool. Very pretty, and her stitches are so nice. So I absolutely love it. Very pretty. And such a creative finish. I love that there was the two options on how you can display it. So very nice. And then along with that in my gift, she put some floss cards, and this angel it looks like some artwork by Theresa Coghitt, but Margaret said that this is artwork from her art journal that she does. So very, very talented. So that's a picture from her art journal. And let me see if I can get it too. So that's her Instagram. Oop, let me try to put that up there longer. Very pretty. And then it said that she made the floss blings, and whoop, so this really pretty tassel that you can do as like a scissor, like put on your scissors or do it on a project bag. And then she made the floss blings. So you put those on your floss. So very nice. And then gave me a pack of these chocolate river rocks. Because I believe she's from Texas, and this is called Texas River Rock. So it's actually candy, but it looks like rocks that you get in a river. It's really cool. And then I got this, she gave me this really pretty pair of scissors. Look at that. Very nice. So that was what I got in my smalls exchange. Like I said, I really love the ways she did the smalls. So pretty. Okay. And then the other exchange that we do at the retreat is a stitching gift, or like stitching tools or stitchy gift exchange. So that's just where you buy stitchy tools that you love, or like project bag, patterns, floss, scissors, all kinds of things. And it's actually tools. And there's a value of $30 or more for the gift. And we do it the same way. There's no stealing though. But you just go up and you choose a gift. Usually they have them go up by tables. You pick a gift, then we all take the gifts back to the tables, and then we all open them, and then we each go around the room and share what we received in our gift. So this is what I got in mine. I was lucky enough to get the stitching gift that, I'm not going to say her last name because I don't know if it's appropriate. I got this card, and my gift was from Amber. I'm not going to share her last name because I don't know if for privacy reasons. I'm not going to share that. She doesn't say that it's any part of her Instagram or anything like that. So, firstly, is that even a word? I think I'm making up my own words today. I got this pattern from the Scarlet House for a patriotic scissor pocket. And I really love this pattern. I really love the big one, and I didn't have this one, so it was perfect. So I got the pattern, and then she gave me some linen. I got a 1/4 yard 32 count linen from Fortnite Fabrics in Arabian, and this is what it looks like. So it's kind of a pretty vintagey red that would be perfect for like patriotic stitching, or maybe fall. So really pretty piece of fabric. And this is my very first piece of Fortnite Fabrics. So I'm excited to try that. I love the modeling in their fabrics. So, and then I got some bling for, it's like stickers for maybe like a crafting journal or something like that, or maybe my stitching calendar. And then she gave me some of her favorite patriotic flosses, or that she likes to use. So she gave me bamboo. These are classic Colorworks. Bamboo. Wavy navy. That's a really pretty blue. Queen bee. Ooh, black coffee. It's kind of a black and brown mix. Licorice red. And Little Sprout. And a lot of these colors, I recognize the names that Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea, I think they use a lot of those colors in several of their patterns, which I have like pretty much everything that they've done. So that'll definitely get used. And then my last part of the gift was this project bag. And everything was packaged inside of it. And this is the back. These really pretty balloons with metallics. And it came with a little thread keep. And it shows that this was Gamma's Treasures. This does have a magnet in it, so you can put your needle. So it matches the project bag. So that's what I received in my stitching gift. So I love that stuff. So that was really awesome. And now I will just share with you, I'll just kind of go through my little pile here. So Theresa Coghitt did a pop-up shop where we could go and purchase some of her patterns and things. I did take a bunch of pictures of her models, which I will insert at towards the end of this video if you want to watch those. She had some really gorgeous models stitched up that I took pictures of. So the things that I bought from her pop-up shop were her Broad Stripes and Bright Stars book. I think this is one of her newer releases. And then I bought several patterns. So I got Wilbur. I love Wilbur. So stinking cute. Love Wilbur. I love piggies. And then I had to get Tilly Goat to go with Wilbur. And look at the little nose. Looks like a heart. It's so sweet. And then I got this one called, it's a teeny cross-stitch chart, Black and Jack. And she had a really creative finish for this one. I think it was on a wooden spoon. Like she stitched it, cut it out, and mounted it on a spoon. I thought that was really cool. Which I should have a picture of that in the pictures at the end. And then Snarky Cat, because look at that face. Like I mentioned, her Halloween patterns are she's one of my favorite designers for Halloween. So you'll see a theme here. I got this one, Hazel's Halloween Friends. Pumpkin and Bats. And this says, pumpkins and bats on Halloween night with witches and cats give mortals a fright. And I love this one called Whimsy Halloween. And then Plump Snowmen. This says, plump snowmen and sly foxes too frolic in the shimmering snow under the sky of midnight blue, waiting for Saint Nick to show. Then I got Up on the Housetop. And do you remember me saying that her snowmen and her Halloween were my favorites, if you couldn't tell? And then I got one of her punch needles. I don't know how to punch needle, but I couldn't resist this one. I want to learn how to do it. But Halloween tuxedo, how cute. And her finish on this was amazing, which I have a picture of it in the model stitches that she brought. It was so cute. So another thing I need to learn is punch needle. And then we got this gift bag from Michelle at the retreat, little project bag. I put some of my goodies in here that I purchased. So in our bags, we received we've got a pair of scissors from Dinky Dies. Mine were these star scissors, Dinky Dies. And we got a friction pen, which you can always use those. I love friction pens. You can erase them easily. And then Teresa Coghitt, Kitten Stitcher, and Jen Stitching Niche went around and they gave a really big piece of fabric. So this one has scissors on it. And this one has little stamps. One of these is my mom's. She gave me hers because I do the finishing. So, so I could have it here to finish our smalls or make a project bag or do something with it. And got this really pretty pin cushion. And then one of the ladies sitting next to me at the retreat was Robin Chappelle, and she's the designer from Sampler Bird Stitchery, and she had these really cute kits for sale. So it was a tomato scissor fob, so I bought one of her kits. And you get all the stuff to do the whole thing, including the hardware for the scissor fob. So really cute. Can't wait to stitch that. And put that away. And then we were allowed to bring some things if you had some things that you've made to sell. And one of my dear sweet friends, Dona, she does Flosstube, stitching in the She Shack with Dona. But her and her sister make really pretty project bags, so I always love buying some of her project bags. So this is one that I purchased with these cute little chickens and red inside. They're always really well made, but I use this one to put all of our little goodies in that people would walk around and just pass out things all the time. So some of the things that we got, I got this from Teresa, a bunch of snacks and some needle minders. Oh my gosh, who is this from? Then we got these really pretty handmade quilted like needle books from, look at the inside. And that was from Stitching with the Sisterlies. They made everybody these. And there was like 75 of us there. I mean, they made everybody one of these little things. Isn't that amazing? So love that. It was like an awesome gift because, like I said, there's 75 of us there. And then this I got from my sweet friend Sherry. She has an Etsy store, Creative Keeps Studio, and we got beeswax. She made that herself, and she made this really pretty pincushion, which I love that. And then there's another piece of beeswax in here, which is a really pretty tulip. So love that. And then believe my floss rings that I got are from Sherry too. She makes really nice floss rings. She sells those in her Etsy store along with, let me get my favorite tool that she makes. I have all of her sizes of these. So that's her Etsy store, Creative Keep Studio. But she makes these floss reels. This is her biggest one. So these are amazing if you like to do floss drops for your threads, because you just take your DMC and you put the starting thread here in the little hole and kind of hold it with your finger. Then you just wrap the floss around, and once it's there, you just cut. You can either cut it on one side, and I forget how long this is. It's long. This one is 18 inches. So if I cut one end, it would make my thread 36 inches long. Or you can cut each end and it would make your threads 18 inches long. And then you just put them on your floss drop and you can do it really easily. But she makes these and she's got 3 different sizes usually. So one of my favorite stitching tools. So like I said, her Etsy store, Creative Keep Studio, she makes floss drops, other stitching accessories, those floss reels. And then Margaret Hay also gave everybody some, like a floss, it's called a floss hopper counter. So counting pin. It's really pretty. And then this I got from, the tag fell off. It was on here. Jen and Marge. Happy Stitching Fancy Floss Friends. Jen and Marge. So we have this little cute needle minder. And a packet of, I believe this was candy. Let me double check. Just a bunch of candy in there. And then from Jen Reagan, Jen is Jen Stitching Niche on Etsy. She gave everybody a floss bling. Really pretty. And okay, then I got this pack of cards from 4 Temporary Stitches. It's really pretty. And Kathy Lounsbury gave everybody some beeswax. And she sells things on Instagram sometime under It's So Stitchy. She is a prolific crafter. I bought one of her, I'll have to share it in a video around Halloween, but it's a Halloween pumpkin that is like felt. It's really, really pretty. But she makes different things and sells them through Instagram. And Dona, my friend, friend Dona, who I bought the project bags for, like I said, she gave everybody some floss drops. And this is her YouTube channel name, Live from the She Shack with Dona. And she's also a prolific stitcher. She does lots of memorabilias and big stuff, really pretty samplers. If you don't watch Dona, you need to watch Dona. And it looks like she also has on the back here that she has an Etsy store. The She Shack store. And that's her Instagram, She Shack Stitcher, and her Flosstube, like I said, live from the She Shack with Dona. So check Dona out. And then from Elaine Bauer, we got a needle threader and a floss drop. And on Instagram, from its Alphabet Stitcher, she gave everybody these floss drops and this artwork on the front. So she said that her mom does all the tatting and makes these. So that's her mom's work. Aren't those gorgeous? Her mom is super talented. I've never done needle tatting. It looks really hard. So those are all of the goodies that, you know, like the whole weekend, every time, it seemed like every time you turn around, someone was walking around giving out gifts and things. So get very spoiled at retreats. And put all this stuff back in there. And just a couple more things, and then that's it. So I bought a couple more bags from Dona. I got this really pretty Halloween bag, and I like hers because they kind of expand the bottom. And inside is this really cool chevrons. And then I had to get these really hilarious flamingos. Perfect summer bag. And this one has really cute pink kind of fabric inside. And then Lisa Kindred Stitcher was there, and I got a couple of her bags. I love Lisa's bags too. I got this one. It's really pretty. Thought this would be really pretty for fall projects. And then the other one I bought from Lisa was this one. It says, "Remember me in hands to work and ever be happy." It's got this really pretty and then lastly, I think this is the last thing I have to share with you. I bought some fancy bags from my dear friend Susan Coates. She sells her bags on Instagram under the name X Stitch Fancies, but her bags are amazing. They're big. They have a handle. They are plush and thick and quilted. But red-winged blackbirds are one of my very favorite birds. I live in Iowa, and in the summertime, these birds are perched all along the road. So about every mile marker sign that you see, there's one of these birds just sitting on top of it. So it always, like, it would not be summer in Iowa if we didn't have these birds. I mean, look at that. She quilted all the way around them. The other nice thing about her bags is they are also, she has this clip inside so you can put your thread or your scissors so you don't lose them in there. So I love Susan's bags. Like I said, you can order from her on Instagram under X, it's actual X Stitch Fancies. So that's one of my bags I got from her. And then my other bag that I bought was this really pretty one from, has like a forest. Again, I just love the fabrics. And this one I actually got a matching, I don't know if she's named these yet. She had come up with this design, and I don't know if I don't think she's named them yet. But it has this little, like, again, you can clip your scissors or something to that. But it opens and it sits on your table really nicely. And the thing I love is it has this, comes out, is where you can clip your threads or your scissors. It's attached to your bag, so you're not going to lose it. So as you're stitching, you can just pop it out, pop it in. But I love that these sit and stand up on their own. So I actually ordered my mom one of, like, a bag and one of these, and my sister Lindsay, I got her a bag and one of these from Susan as well. Lindsay's was this really cool dragon fabric, and it turned out really nice. So I believe that is all that I have for you today. So yeah, it was a really fun retreat. And like I said, if you ever get a chance to go to one of Michelle's retreats, I would highly recommend doing it. You'll have a blast, and she always does an amazing job. So I think that's it. So last thing, just plans. I really don't have much plans except try to stitch more than I have been. So I'm still doing the no new starts. I'm doing the work your whips section, so I can work on, I can earn new starts. So I haven't started outside of the one that I started for the small. I have only started 2 things, and they were both for exchanges. So I'm doing really, really good with not starting things. Now I just need to work on some stuff. So I have, since I'm doing the work your whips for no new starts, you get 1 freebie that you can start. You can have 1 new start without having to do anything. And then if I finish a whip, I can earn a start that way. So I currently have 1 freebie start that I could do. I have 1 small that I have earned a start because I finished a small. So I have 1 open spot for a small that I could start if I felt like it. And then they do album, like, you have to post in your album and show that you're participating and working on stuff. So we had an album check in April, and I had updated with all my progress I'd made to that point. So I earned another free start. So currently I have where I could start 3 things. 2 I could start of anything I want, any size, and I have 1 in the small category that I can start. And actually I will have to start something in the small category for the fall exchange, because my mom and my sister and I are going to Michelle's fall retreat, so I got to stitch my small for that. So I have a spot that opens, so I don't have to, I can just start it. That one, the theme is pretty much anything you want to do, so that almost is hard because I don't know what I want to do. So anyway, I think that's it. So just trying to stitch. Video plans going forward. I would like to, I think I'm going to try my hardest to do like a monthly update. Since I haven't been stitching a whole lot, I feel like if I did like end of the month, so this is perfect timing. So it's the end of July, so I'm hoping, I'm going to try really, really hard to do monthly updates at the end of the month. So at the end of August, I'll share all the progress between this video and that. So if I did, I want to at least try to do monthly updates so I don't get super far behind. And after so long, it's hard to remember all that you did and everything you've done. So I'm going to try to do monthly updates on my Flosstube. I would like to try to do some Stitch With Me videos, and maybe during that do like answer a tag or something. So maybe I would try to do at least one of those a month, hopefully, and maybe post that in between, like couple weeks into the month. So at least there will be that. And then I also may, I don't know if I'm going to or not, but back in March, I had signed up to start selling Scentsy again. And so I thought about making a few videos related to Scentsy stuff, but it would be totally separate from my Flosstube. So if I do decide to make a video or two showcasing stuff on Scentsy, I will title it Scentsy. So if that's not something you're interested in, you can just skip those videos and not have to watch them. So I don't know if I will do that or not. I may do a few for like product highlights or something like that, but mainly it's just going to be still my Flosstube channel. So but like I said, if I ever choose to do a video that's not Flosstube related, I will make sure to title it that way. So you can skip those if that's not your cup of tea. So anyway, I think that's it. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody that watches my channel, everybody that has subscribed. It's crazy that I have over 1,000 subscribers now. I really, really appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch, subscribe, like, comment. It really means a lot to me. You know, most of us are we're all pretty similar in the fact that most of us are pretty introverted. Some of us are kind of extroverted introverts, where when you're at a retreat or something, you feel comfortable talking with people, with your like people, you know. So it's always fun to share this hobby with other people that are very similar to you. And you know, because usually I'm pretty shy and don't really like being on camera really, but it is fun to share your stitching and your projects with people that enjoy the same things that you do. So I really appreciate everybody that subscribes and takes the time to watch. So that is all I have for you. So hopefully I will see you at the end of August. Happy stitching, everybody.